they're releasing more illegal aliens. Tomorrow, we're going to see more people being killed. It's day after day after day. You mentioned the 13-year-old girl who was raped in
Hi guys, welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Still at the beginning of the game, a couple hours into it.
It is sick and twisted. You mentioned Rachel Moran just a few days earlier. This keeps happening, and people have got to say enough is enough. And is there one Democrat senator who will say, okay, we've reached the limit, we're going to stop, we're not going to release people anymore, we're not going to put ankle monitors on them and let them go and release them into our community, we're going to stop. That's what it's going to take, and we need to come together and just say enough is enough. We need to protect our citizens.
Thank you, Senator, and Alexis and Calvin. Our deepest prayers and sympathies, and we're just praying for your family. As a parent, I can't imagine what you're going through. God bless both of you. More humanity straight ahead.
Announcing Camping World's Inflation Buster camping program. You can now get into a new RV starting at just $98 a month. Or this family camper that sleeps 5, now just $108 a month. Or this well-appointed couples camper for just $175 a month. We won't let the economy steal your camping season. We've worked with our preferred bank partners to lower monthly payments like never before, so we can make RVing more affordable than ever before. Click, call, or come into your local Camping World to take advantage of this very limited time offer and lock in your low monthly payment today.
38% of Americans don't get enough magnesium, which is vital for bone, nerve, and muscle health. I recommend Cunol's Magnesium Glycinate. It's formulated for high absorption and is gentle on the stomach. Cunol, the brand I trust.
In 3 seconds, this couple will share a perfect moment.
Oh, wow. We gotta sell our houses.
Well, almost perfect. Don't worry, just sell directly to Open Door. They close in a matter of days. When Life's doors open, we'll handle the house.
My back got injured very bad. I was off work for about a year. I heard about Relief Factor from my wife. I took it every day, 3 times a day for 3 weeks. Look at her and I said, the pain is gone. And she said, I'm glad it helped. I said, no, you don't understand. It's gone.
You too can feel better every day with Relief Factor, a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Call or go online now and get 35% off your first order.
Introducing Cardio Mobile. With Cardio Mobile, the FDA-cleared smart device, you can take a medical-grade EKG in just 30 seconds from anywhere.
Every morning I check to make sure I'm in good shape, and it makes me feel pretty good about my heart condition.
Cardio Mobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, and it's FDA-cleared to detect normal heart rhythm, bradycardia, and tachycardia.
I mean, you might as well be in the doctor's office.
Get Cardio Mobile today for just $79 at cardia.com or Amazon.
Have you ever thought of getting a walk-in tub for you or someone you love? Now is a great time to take a look at getting a Safe Step walk-in tub. With Safe Step's standard heated seat and new fast-built faucet, you can enjoy a nice warm bath up to 20% faster.
Safe Step walk-in tubs are built to maximize safety, so you can stay in your home and enjoy the comforts of bathing again.
Call now to receive 15% off, plus a free shower bucket.
Let's go walking in the city tonight. I'm feeling heavy and I can't explain how I feel for you. You got me dizzy and I'm feeling blue. I can't see the shoes. I roll just over you.
We all know what it's like to worry, to not know where our dog is gone. Say goodbye to that with Tractive. Follow every step and find your dog in no time. Set virtual fences, monitor their activity, sleep, and get health alerts all in one easy-to-use app with unlimited range and support in over 150 countries. Tractive, the GPS tracker trusted by pet parents worldwide. Save 30% for a limited time.
Lumino whitening strips. No peroxide, no pain. I can use them every day if I want. Eat what I want, drink what I want. Pop in a Lumino strip and hello. My smile is back on point. Easy.
Top fungus is tough to kill, and it can spread.
It's time to start using FungiNail. Maximum Strength FungiNail is so powerful it cures and prevents fungal infections. Plus, it has aloe and tea tree oil to restore skin health. Say goodbye to toe fungus with FungiNail.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening.
And this is a Fox News Alert. Radical Squad member, Congressman Jamal Bowman, has lost his primary to his Clinton-endorsed opponent, George Latimer, in a huge blow to the Squad and the progressive movement, especially after they held this pretty unhinged rally in the Bronx over the weekend. Take a look.
I am the hip-hop congressman. I want to hear South Bronx chant right now. South Bronx! South Bronx! We are going to show APAC the power of the front. And we're going to keep calling for a permanent ceasefire. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
And another Fox News Alert. Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert has won the Republican primary in that state's red 4th district tonight after she moved over from the 3rd district to replace retired Congressman Ken Buck. She apologized a lot. I think she apologized enough. Switching gears, now remember back in 2020, remember all those supposedly former national security officials writing that letter saying, oh, without ever seeing Hunter Biden's laptop, that it was likely had all the fingerprints of Russian disinformation. Well, we know that it was an organized effort by Wink and Tony Blinken to give Joe Biden a talking point during his debate against Donald Trump. And tonight we're learning even more thanks to the House Subcommittee on the Weaponization of Government. They have obtained internal emails from the CIA back in 2020. Take a listen to this one. This from a CIA official talking about the letter. Quote, I also love that at least a few of the random signatures belong to individuals currently working here on contracts. Now remember, that letter was supposed to be from former intelligence officials. Now it looks like active federal government contractors trying to help Joe Biden win the election. What's going on? Here with more House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan and House Intelligence Committee Chair Mike Turner. Jim Jordan, let's talk about this. First of all, they were organized by Wink and Tony Blinken. Number one, none of them ever knew a thing about the laptop. They didn't know anything. And they signed a letter for one reason only, to help Joe Biden win when they knew how damaging that would be to his chances of winning in 2020. Is that election interference?
Blinken calls Morell. Everyone knew Morell wanted to be the CIA director in the Biden administration. Morell organizes the statement that 51 people signed. When he sends out the statement, he says, this is so Joe Biden will have a talking point against Trump during the upcoming debate. After the debate, Joe Biden's campaign chairman, Steve Ricchetti, calls Morell and thanks him. But Sean, now we've learned 3 new additional facts. First, the letter was actually reviewed by the top people at the CIA, either Director Haspel or Deputy Director Bishop. We deposed the Chief Operating Officer, Andrew McCramus. He said, I took it to one of those 2 individuals. They reviewed it. Second, what you pointed out, agents looked at this and said, this is not what the CIA should be doing. This is a bad look for the CIA. This is all political. And third, some of the people who signed it, like Mike Morell, were actually on contract with the CIA when they signed. That's how bad, that's how political this was. And to your final point, this is something our government had for a year. They had the laptop, and they knew it wasn't hacked by Russia.
And we know that the FBI had verified its authenticity in March of 2020, Congressman Turner, and they were out there pre-bunking it with all big tech, and that ended up getting that very real laptop story by the New York Post censored nationwide, and poll shows that, in fact, Had they not done that, Donald Trump would have won that election if the American people knew the truth.
Absolutely. Well, the House Intelligence Committee got these emails that showed that the manner in which this was presented, and that we now know from the joint depositions that Jim's committee and my committee held, that these individuals openly were talking about doing this letter solely to help Biden in his debate. Now, what that means is we now all know that we saw Biden stand there in the middle of his debate and lie to the American public, because he knew, of course, it wasn't Russian disinformation. When he said, I have a letter that says this is Russian disinformation, there's nothing to this, Biden was lying to the American public. But also, everyone who signed that letter, the IC-51 as they're called, they were lying. And depositions, they one after the other would acknowledge they didn't even try to verify it. They knew what they were doing. This was totally political, totally for the debates, and they were lies.
Okay, any possible consequences, Jim Jordan?
Well, we'll look at legislation relative to their security clearance is what they can do if they're going to maintain that security clearance. We're working with Chairman Turner and his committee on that. But I think it's real important to understand, Sean, this happened 15 days before the most important election we have. 15 days before an election, 51 former Intel officials sign a statement with their former titles by their name, a statement that was prompted by the Biden campaign, a statement signed by some who were on contract with the CIA, a statement that agents at the CIA knew they shouldn't be involved in about a laptop our government had for a year and knew wasn't hacked by Russia. That all happened 15 days before an election, which raises one fundamental question. What are they going to try this time? What are they going to try before this election on November?
And remember, Joe lied about the laptop, and that laptop implicates him as the big guy, 10% for him, and 50% of Hunter's income goes to Pops, and Hunter was paying for Pops' home repairs. I think we need answers. I think Joe might need a lawyer come January. Thank you both. All right, if you're just joining us, quick update from tonight's primaries. Far-left squad member Jamal Bowman has lost his primary in New York. Republican Congresswoman Laura Boebert had a big primary win in Colorado. When we come back, Judge Juan Merchan has partially lifted Trump's gag order after the trial ended. How convenient. Plus the latest lawfare against President Trump and the latest on the Hannity poll. Is it going to be jacked up Joe, hyper-caffeinated Joe, or cognitive deficient Joe?
You don't man what's wrong with me. Go first. Hold on. Consider both our friends. Now get one more try. This family's blood. You killed my sons. They're trying to kill you. This is about stealing and murder. Tonight, you just break. Hit the bottom top of the road. Deals in the boys. Streaming now on Fox Nation. Sign up at foxnation.com.
The best ideas come from solving common problems. My problem, like a lot of other people, I couldn't find a shirt that looked good on Trump. So this became my passion, to design a shirt that captures the perfect balance between right and fit. Easy to say, not that easy to do. But with some innovative design changes, we did it. Our problem, my solution. Untuckit.com.
WeatherTech products are designed and manufactured in America using only American raw materials. Most competitors make things
You
7,000
fucking
miles away
retard.
and then wonder why they don't fit. With WeatherTech in your vehicle, you may hear angels singing as you marvel. How do they do it? Simple. American technology and American workers deliver quality. Not imported junk for a few bucks less. Get the world's best floor liners and support America. Find your fit at WT.com.
Get the next up.
Okay. When I saw that Ethan was not breathing, I determined that I needed to use something to remove the obstruction from his airway. It's very important for every hospital to have one.
Everyone should have one in their home. Anything can happen at any moment.
I want my friends and family and people that I serve to know that we have this device to potentially save lives.
Protect your family. Go to lifehack.net.
Go to lifehack.net or call 877-LIFEHACK. Introducing the all-new Theragun Relief by Therabody, FDA-registered science-backed percussive therapy that helps relieve aches, reduce tension, and ease stiffness. Plus, our patented triangle grip helps treat those hard-to-reach spots. Made for the workout called life. Don't let discomfort and pain hold you back. Get more Theragun relief for just $149. Plus free shipping and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-866-312-5502 or visit Therabody.com now.
Harrison did the story. Joining forces with Buddy Carter for a critical cause. How they are working together to protect America's children. Martha is the post-scene tomorrow.
I tried a bunch of different probiotics.
Wherever they drink, and wherever they drink, wherever they may be drinking, and wherever they're drinking with, whether it's alcohol or drugs, impaired drivers pose a danger to us all. When you suspect an impaired driver, call 911 to report it as a crime in progress to the police. We call it Operation Dare, and we want you to be part of it. Thanks for helping to keep our roads safe. Message from Drive Alive, Drive Sober.
You should have run.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Every penny I was making was spent on drugs. When I found out about what the evaluated did, I was sitting inside of the hospital on the phone, talking with someone saying, I was everything. I had nothing. I might have been dead. 14 years in me, never thought that would be possible. I made me that possible.
Earlier today, Judge Juan Merchan lifted part of former President Trump's gag order from his falsified business records trial. Also today, a big update in the documents case in Florida. Here with reaction, Trump legal spokeswoman Alina Hoppe is with us. All right, a lot going on today. Let's get a full update, Alina.
Okay.
Sure, Sean. Thank you for having me. Well, first and foremost, we have the absolute ridiculousness where they try and make it sound like Judge Merchan is being politically unbiased. We know that's not the case. We had a partial win in the First Amendment gag order where he allowed the president to now speak about witnesses. Remember, President Trump is the only person being gagged here. He is the only political candidate that is being gagged. Witnesses themselves weren't gagged. So we have Judge Merchan now, after the trial, after people like Michael Cohen could go on MSDNC and all the rest and talk. Now they say, oh, hey, you were convicted by a New York blue jury, but now you can talk. Don't get it twisted. This is what they're doing to make the American people think that everything is fair and square when we know it is not. It's much like Hunter Biden, who's still walking around freely, despite the sham of a trial that they had for him to make them look like they're not biased. So then on top of that, Sean, we had the DOJ and, Jack Smith, who we do not believe is even a valid special counsel, who wasn't appointed properly, shouldn't be in the position, now asking for yet another gag order. It's no different than what we're going to see on Thursday. They are orchestrating everything through courts. If they can't hype up and hop up Joe Biden, they'll just make sure they silence President Trump while they go after him politically in the courtrooms. We're seeing it time and time again. It's got to stop.
This week's about the debate. Next week will be about, the week after next will be about the sentencing. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past Merchan. I think he'll try and put President Trump in jail in the middle of a presidential campaign leading into his convention.
No, I wouldn't put it past him. We're going to see what they recommend from the prosecution side. Obviously, there's some back and forth. But I don't put anything past them. If you recall a few weeks ago, after the trial, someone spoke on The View and said, I've spoken to people in the prosecutor's office and Alvin Bragg's office, and I've heard that they're going to recommend 1 year at Rikers. First and foremost, why are you speaking to anybody from the DA's office? Secondly, the fact is, I wouldn't put any of that past them, Sean. They couldn't beat him when they put him in court. They couldn't beat him when they put gag orders on every single case. But now they're going to try and jail him. I don't doubt it. It will literally cause an uproar in this country. They cannot do it. It would be ridiculous.
Well, I found the key.
They are. They can't win. Biden's their candidate.
Alina,
thank you. When we come back, the results of our poll on Hannity.com, Jacked Up Joe or Cognitive Deficient Joe. Straight ahead.
You know what's crazy?
That this is better than cooking at home. I mean, more affordable than groceries.
Of course. Groceries are expensive.
Thought I was in trouble there for a second.
Oh, you are.
Itch, scratch, must not itch.
Stop the itch sanity with Cortisone 10 for bug bites, poison ivy, and other itches. Cortisone 10 is #1 doctor recommended. It works fast and lasts for hours. Cortisone 10.
In 2 seconds, Eric will realize your space.
Gotta sell the house.
Open houses. Or skip the hassles and sell directly to Open Door. When life's doors open, we'll enter the house.
One of my favorite supplements is Qunol Turmeric. Turmeric helps with healthy joints and inflammation support, and Qunol has the #1 doctor recommended form of turmeric. Qunol, the brand I trust.
We all know what it's like to worry, to not know where our dog is gone. Say goodbye to that with Tractive. Follow every step and find your dog in no time. Set virtual fences, monitor their activity, sleep, and get health alerts all in one easy-to-use app with unlimited range and support in over 150 countries. Tractive, the GPS tracker trusted by pet parents worldwide. Save 30% for a limited time.
Ignite the celebration this 4th of July with the outdoor fun and flavor that's better on a Blackstone. And join the more than 11 million Blackstone users who know this is the way America cooks outdoors, with an enormous variety for your whole neighborhood. Freedom has never tasted better. With a Blackstone, you're free to cook anything, anytime, anywhere. Go to your nearest Blackstone retailer or blackstoneproducts.com now and make everything better on a Blackstone.
Here at Allegiance Flag Supply, we grew sick and tired of flying flags that were made overseas, flags that would rip and tear easily. So we really made a commitment to quality. All of our flags are finished bar tacking at all the stress points, and they are sewn using double needle lock stitching.
All of our flag materials are sourced in America, and they are made by American seamstresses. So we are American made from beginning to end.
Shop now at showallegiance.com. Say hello to the new athleisure. Sleek design, cloud level comfort, with athletic technology and Italian leather. They're game for anything. Are you? Free shipping, free returns, 365-day guarantee. Get comfortable at woodfoodshepherd.com.
Lumina is the first fluoride-free toothpaste I've ever found that actually works. My dentist is blown away with how clean and white my teeth are. My gums and teeth are so healthy, it's crazy. You can get Lumina toothpaste at Walmart and Target.
Nail fungus is nasty. OptiNail starts improving the appearance of fungus-damaged toenails in just 2 days. Its clinically proven formula penetrates the nail for results you can see quickly. OptiNail. Give fungus-damaged toenails a makeover.
At SimpliSafe, we designed the #1 rated home security system powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for half the cost of traditional home security, so you stay safe for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
The CNN presidential debate simulcast on Fox News Channel. Watch special free. And post-democracy 24 coverage. Plus, Sean Hannity from the spin room. The CNN presidential debate simulcast on Fox News Channel.
Results are in today's Hannity Flash Poll on Hannity.com. It is a landslide. Overwhelming majority of viewers think Jacked Up Joe will be making another appearance at CNN's presidential debate. You can still vote at Hannity.com. That's all the time we have left this evening. Please say you need yours so you never, ever miss an episode of Hannity. In the meantime, let not your heart be troubled. Great Gotham will put a smile on your face. Have a great night.
subscribing to my page. Happy Tuesday, everyone. So more bad news for Hunter Biden. Looters will close dozens of underperforming restaurants. Complaining that lately sales have been flat. I know. I feel dirty saying it. Some filing for bankruptcy under Chapter 38 Double D. All right, I'll stop. The New York Times reports that Joe Biden is prepping for the CNN presidential debate inside an airplane hangar. Apparently, they succeeded in finding the one place where he won't bump into anything. To reduce distractions, CNN has declared Thursday's debate will have no live audience and only one live candidate. MSNBC's Andrea Mitchell criticized Biden because his inner circle is made up of all white men in their 60s. Well, who else does she think is Joe's bone marrow match? By the way, she's married to an old white guy. I think. Yeah, and for money. Anyway, as you've heard, to prepare for the debate, the president has been sequestered since last week. He doesn't mind. He thinks he's a juror on the OJ trial. There you go. But it's kind of weird that a president is disappearing an entire week to prepare for a 90-minute debate. But his staff defended the move, pointing out that it takes 2 years to teach a baby to talk. Hillary Clinton argues Joe should be, quote, direct and forceful, end quote, against Trump in the CNN debate. Yeah, direct and forceful, just like the noose I put around Epstein's neck. If I did it. Wow. And reports say that Barack Obama has been increasingly involved in the Biden campaign. He would have started sooner, but the background check was delayed when he couldn't find his birth certificate. Never gets old. Let's do a monologue. All right. So new internal documents obtained by America First Legal reveal the past existence of a Homeland Security Advisory Board that claims Trump supporters pose domestic terrorism risks. And not just MAGA, but folks who served in the military or have gone to church. So the next time an old woman tries to sell you a pie at a bake sale, make sure the money isn't going to fund a car bomb that still has its turn signal on. The now disbanded DHS board was called the Homeland Intelligence Experts Group, or HIG. And if there's anything we've learned, intelligent expert is a bigger oxymoron than Brian Stelter workout tape. The board included noted intel experts like James Clapper and John Moran. The same clowns intelligently and expertly claimed Hunter Biden's laptop was disinfo. Sorry, the only thing that was Russian was Hunter to buy more crack. A bad pun, but I like it. The same laptop contained evidence resulting in Hunter's conviction on federal gun charges. But even worse, it gave meth-infused vendors with sex workers a bad name. So those guys have already proven they're willing to lie to win an election. They're known for soft coups, the way Biden is known for soft coups. And now they branded you a terrorist for refusing to vote Democrat. According to the board's meeting notes, quote, there's a political backdrop to all of this. It seems that most of the domestic terror threat now comes from supporters of the former president. It is not like you want a political advantage, but people have attacked the government and its institutions for the last 6 years. They did? Well, when? Jan 6? Sorry, as far as uprisings go in history, that was a mere popcorn fart. Now, the George Floyd rioters, those were terrorists. But Jan 6 was one day, and everybody involved was already being punished. One of them was even killed, and she was a veteran and Trump supporter, ironically. But let's not let facts get in the way of the truth, right, Mr. Clapper? Meanwhile, when the left burns down a police station, they win a settlement for breathing in ash. And beat up Jews in front of a synagogue, well, all you get is a stern tweet from a dead-eyed Joe. Charlottesville, which everyone on the left is still obsessed with, was 7 years ago. Hell, back then, Joe could still blink and didn't need spotters when he took a shower. But now it's Charlottesville every day. Everyday scenes like this. Protesters rioting outside synagogues. They make Jew hating so convenient. No need to go all the way to Gaza to assault Jews. Under Biden, they've imported that violence to the U.S. But do you see any MAGA hats? Does anybody look Catholic to you? Are there any vets in that crowd? No, those assholes are too busy helping in their local communities, those sick bastards. In New York, you can openly support terror and call for genocide. Every week there's another anti-Semitic attack. So, Joe, where was all that peace and unity we were promised? Face it, Biden is the least reciprocal president in history. If you gave him his vote, what did he give you exactly? He promised peace, but the country's in pieces. The Biden White House is like a company that floods your inbox with information on Pride Month chats with drag queens as they hit employees with pay freezes and layoffs, hoping that no one notices. But we do. Joe's promises were replaced with progressive virtue signaling that now trickle down to every company like piss down an old man's leg. Now look at the Pentagon. The Deputy Defense Secretary claims policies focused on non-binary identities are essential for national security. She's exchanging one flag, the Stars and Stripes, with another. But I totally get why. When you label half the country as bigots or even terrorists, do you really think they're going to volunteer to defend a country that hates them? An old white vet joined up 30, 40, 50 years ago, and now you hate him? So would he tell his son or daughter to do the same thing and enlist? Hicks discussed the need to create, quote, cultural change in the military. Congrats, you did it, and it has nothing to do with winning. Let's welcome He's been doing this for 30+ years, and you still haven't heard of him. Comedian Rick She's got the whole package because she stole it off my porch. Outkick the morning host, Charlie Arnold. She's like a barnacle. She's quite clingy and often needs to be scraped off the side of a boat. New York Times best-selling author of Houston Trigger Catcher. And he's beaten King Kong at ping pong. New York Times best-selling author, comedian, and former interview with Jimmy Conrad. It's good to see you. It's been a forever.
I'm telling you, this is great. I mean, this audience, I've never had them that big. I just never had that much applause in 40 years. I also think they're a little anti-Biden, but I love Biden and Poltergeist too.
Yeah.
It was great. How you been?
I'm good, buddy.
Good.
I like that. You think you might be on a list?
On a list?
Yes.
I'm on every list, but here's the thing. You can't hurt or cancel me because I have nothing. What are you going to take away? My weekend levity? I don't know if I'm on a list, but I have sent money back in the day to like the Jewish Defense Organization. I'm online. Anti-Semitism. You know, all this anti-Semitism. Let me tell you something. If you're in a hospital ready to have heart surgery, you better pray a Star of Davis hanging in your face. Or if you're in court ready to face 10 years in prison, you better pray your lawyer's last name is Goldstein. All right? So that's all I'm saying.
My agent's last name is Goffran, so I'm in good hands.
Yeah, my wife's anti-Semitic. Only because of me.
Yeah, Julie hates watching.
Yeah. He puts a sign right by my door. Free me.
You occupy the bedroom.
That's right.
Charlie, are you surprised by these DHS docs? We kind of heard this was going on, but I think this is the first time we actually saw it in print.
No, I'm certainly not surprised. And in fact, I think the Biden administration does have it partially accurate. I mean, the fact that they're calling law-abiding, church-going, Heritage America, MAGA supporters, domestic threats is the correct part. They aren't the terrorists. The terrorists we have to look at are the millions of illegals who have poured into this country and are mooching off all of us. They're peddling drugs. They're also harming our women and children in the worst of ways. So it makes absolutely the most sense that the DHS's dirty unit that's comprised of manipulative liars would point the fingers at the Trump supporters.
That's an interesting statement. Everybody's a terrorist, Cat, including you.
I have been actually accused of loving terrorists before when I warned that powers like this would be abused.
Well, you know what? There was that time you were dating that guy in Al Qaeda.
That was you. Yeah, can we just be done with the DHS at this point?
Yes.
I'm serious. Like, this is what they do. They do this, and not too long ago we found out they were involved in COVID stuff.
Yes.
Like, to protect us from germs. That's not what they were supposed to be doing. Of course, unfortunately, something like this is going to happen. If you give the government the power, then they're going to abuse it for political purposes. I always warn about that, and people are like, no, but we have to be afraid. They said we have to be afraid. And that's how people get people to willingly give up their rights, and then every time the government's going to use it and abuse it. And unfortunately, I hope people will learn lessons from this. Unfortunately, though, I don't have hope that they will. Maybe if they read my new book.
There you go.
Wow, here's the difference between them and myself. They prepared.
Oh, you
Or maybe I'm just that good.
Rich, you're just a natural beauty, though. You don't need to prepare.
Oh.
And I love your little hat.
I wore it for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, you've taken away my stick. There goes that.
So is it kind of amazing that we live at a time where if you have the certain kind of cliches of patriotism, go to church, you were a vet, is now considered as a risk factor for terrorism?
It's a risk factor when this administration and the whole, they live in, I was talking to Adam Carolla, the name drop, and we were basically being two old men arguing about people stepping on our lawn, where we came up with the phrase invisible issues. And that's what they run off of. They run on invisible things that aren't there, that they make up, that they control. They can say everyone's transphobic, or everyone's homophobic, or everyone's a masculine monster who wants to destroy minorities. They just make it and they control it. The problem for them is when real things happen. Because they're like, well, why aren't we focusing on the real things? No, we stay in this little world. So that's the disconnect, because you don't have to prepare for invisible crises. You can just say anything you want and make it a crisis. That's why, and to go back to 16 people are going with Biden to get him ready for the debate. No, that's not practicing for a debate. That's production. That's a movie crew. He's going over there, going to reenact his answers and his stuff, and they have everything in control in the invisible world to make sure that nothing from the fact monster with the red hair will hurt him. If he says something factual, they'll cut his mic. If he talks too long, they'll remind him he's a felon. So they live in this invisible world of problems and issues. And then what you're doing is you're going, okay, cool, that's 0.00% of people. But what about an actual group that's being attacked? Like our children, if they're not having groomers or they're not having sex traffickers across the border snatch them up, like why are we not protecting our children? Well, that's a real thing. You can't. That takes time and effort. They're not interested in that. They live in that invisible world.
Oh, good. All right. Before we go, a quick announcement. We're taking the show on the road next month. We'll be live at the RNC in Milwaukee. That's in Wisconsin. Is it?
Yes. They have cheese there.
Yes. I can get cheese here.
Yeah.
Anyway, Monday, July 15th through Thursday, July 18th. For tickets, go to foxnews.com/Gutfeld. But don't slash me. Up next, Speak Truth They Don't Like at CNN. Cut your mic.
If you'll be in the New York area with
Excellent.
tickets to see Gutfeld, go to foxnews.com/Gutfeld and click on the link to join our studio audience.
Attention talcum powder users. Have you had ovarian or gynecological cancer? A proposed $8 billion plan will pay those who believe they got sick from using talc products, like Johnson's baby powder and shower to shower. Johnson & Johnson maintains that its products are safe and do
Let's
not
equip
cause
our
cancer.
guys with all our new shit.
You have until July 26, 2024 to vote to accept or reject the plan. For more information, visit officialtalkplanes.com or call 888-431-4056.
We're here with Chris Cunahan of our local leaf filter. So Chris,
Tell us how leaf filter is different from every other gutter protection on the market.
With Leaf Filter's patented filter technology, there are no gaps, no openings, no place for debris to get in at all. And we install Leaf Filter on your existing gutters. It's a permanent solution. You'll never have to climb a ladder to clean out your gutters again.
That's amazing, Chris. Tell me about the process.
Simple and easy. Just give us a call, set up an appointment. We'll come out and give you a free gutter inspection. If they're sagging, we'll repair them. If they're broken, we'll replace them. If they're in good shape, our local team will install Leaf Filter in as little as a few hours.
Wow, and I understand you guys have a lifetime no clogs guarantee.
We do. It's actually a lifetime transferable no clogs guarantee.
You know, that's peace of mind and then some. So how do people sign up?
To schedule your free inspection, call 833 Leaf Filter today. Our agents are standing by. Or visit leaffilter.com.
Why are so many people giving Superbeats Art Shoes 5-star reviews? Because they're a really simple thing you can do to help promote more energy and support healthy blood pressure.
Plant-based healthy blood pressure support is super convenient thanks to the premium ingredients in Superbeats. And now new Superbeats Advanced Heart Shoes with a clinically researched dose of CoQ10. Plus our grapeseed extract for nearly 2 times more effective blood pressure support than diet and exercise alone. You can feel the difference.
I love that I'm taking something that's healthy for me, and it's maintaining my blood pressure.
From heart health support to the 2-in-1 added power of CoQ10, your choice is simple. Superbeats is the original and only #1 doctor, pharmacist, and cardiologist recommended beet brand for heart health support.
Doctors recommend Superbeats, and I swear by it. I know you'll love what it does for you too.
Call or go to trysuperbeats.com and get a free month supply, plus free shipping on all bundles. Use discount code FOXNEWS and get an extra 20% off.
1 day to go. Biden hiding in Camp David. Trump's campaign talking tax relief in Atlanta. How he'll make a difference for Black Americans. Tomorrow on Primetime.
These politicians.
It's real funny. Where did they go? Whenever they drink, and wherever they drink, whatever they may be drinking, and whoever they're drinking with, whether it's alcohol or drugs, impaired drivers pose a danger to us all. If you suspect an impaired driver, call 911 to report it as a crime in progress to the police. We call it Operation Lookout, and we want you to be part of it. Thanks for helping to keep our roads safe. A message from Arrive Alive, Drive Sober. Hey, hey, it's Theo! Hey, hey! Don't touch your audio if they think you're being naughty, oh. A video of the day comes to us from a police call CNN. Where is that? I don't know. But it's where host Casey Hunt kicked Trump spokeswoman Caroline Levitt off the show because she didn't like what she had to say. Roll it, Fiona.
That's right. President Trump is knowingly going into a hostile environment on this very network on CNN with debate moderators who have made their opinions about him very well known over the past 8 years in their biased coverage of it. It takes someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper Donald Trump to see that Jake Tapper has consistently presented under Ma'am, I'm going to stop if I'm stating to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump who you work for. Yes, you're and I will win this conversation. I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past. Now, I'm sorry, we're going to come back to
Wow, slip move. Yes, he's telling someone we want to have this conversation, then signaling to activate the trap door. I've seen eunuchs get more respect at an orgy. his name is. Meanwhile, CNN, I don't know, CNN lets a drag queen go on and on and on without interruption. But I have to say, it's good to see Don Lemon working again. Anyway, I guess CNN's idea of balance is having anchors who compare Trump to Hitler and Mussolini. So what's this portend for Thursday's CNN presidential debate? Levin was merely pointing out a fact that Tapper once compared Trump to Hitler, and that Tapper will host the debate featuring the guy he called a Nazi. Shouldn't that be good to the viewers? Not at CNN, that's the game. Facts are now called an attack, and when their hosts attack, well, then that's called a fact. Oddly, the debate hosts are now under appropriate scrutiny thanks to Casey Hunt's meltdown. It's called the Streisand effect. The more someone wants to hide something, the more people want to look. So when I say don't look at the bald spot on the top of Jesse Waters' head, I'm actually saying look at that bald spot. Can you believe that guy's on TV? Am I right? In your face, Jesse. Charlie, what does this say about the debate that they're freaking out?
I think we just got a little preview of what we're going to see at the debate on Thursday. What we didn't see, though, was how flustered Casey Hunt was after you could tell she was, focusing on something. I'm sure her producers were screaming in her ear to cut off Caroline Levitt, who was, like you said, speaking nothing but facts about Jake Tapper comparing former President Donald Trump to Adolf Hitler. And I have a feeling during the debate we're going to see Donald Trump's mic cut off a lot more than it should be, because that's where the advantages that they have. CNN wrote the rules. They're able to cut Trump's mic. And I think there's probably going to be some fact checkers on hand. They're going to be doing their job at 100% with Trump's talking. When Biden's doing his live, I have a feeling they're just going to be sitting back eating their popcorn. And I think it's just going to be an entire clown show as to what we're going to witness on Thursday.
I don't know, but Kat, I go back to what Hunt's behavior. Why do you have to show her co-host respect? Why? Like, all she was doing was spitting facts at her, and she's sounding like that's her definition of lack of respect. Her, man. Yeah! Everybody! Let's get her!
Thanks, everyone. He really needs it. So first of all, I don't know why you had to bring the drag queen into it. What did the drag queen do? I don't even know what the drag queen was.
You're just like, they didn't let that lady speak, but they let the drag queen talk forever.
And whatever the drag queen said could not be, to me, if I can finish my sentence, as absurd as the fact that when you're discussing the debate, the moderators of the debate are somehow off limits.
Let's save this.
That's a pretty key part of the debate, right? The people who will be conducting the discussion. Just don't talk about the debate at all then. If you're not going to say, well, you can't talk about my colleagues like that, you're